Typo remake. So let me fix that. Alright, so we'll watch this. This one's really good. This is one of my favorite ones I've watched. Make sure the volume's up. Wait, how much time do you have today for the stream? I could probably go for like at least for like another hour. Sure. What request? So I can keep going until like the 2 hour mark. So I say another 40, 50 minutes. I could do that. I mean, there's so many anime ciphers. I can't even, there's so many of them that I haven't seen yet. So many that I need to see. So many that I just listen on repeat because I'm just like, oh my god, this is so good. But yeah, so let's watch this one, and you can definitely put in your request in, and we can check that one out next. Let me just make sure this volume is up. Yep, alright, so this is the HASHIRA rap cipher, Rustage, with some people, especially some ones who do their own anime ciphers. So let's check it out. Where is it? I hope this isn't childish, but I'd like to show you the entire Ben 10 timeline, animated by Ink Tank. Why does that sound familiar? Did I watch that? I think I might have. But we can check that out, too. I love Ben 10. Oh my god, the OG Ben 10? Classic, so good. That Ben 10, Ben 10, I think it's Alien Force, then the Ultimate Alien after that. And after that, I kind of stopped watching, because it wasn't like they changing the anime style for, I forgot what was the other season after that, kind of threw me off. And I don't know, I kind of just fell off of that. And then they like rebooted Ben 10 over again, like original Ben 10, but it's like totally different, totally more comedy driven, kind of like what they did with Teen Titans. So I was just like, but yeah, we could definitely watch that next.
New degrees are turning off the gas. Through the trees I turn them up to ash. Fruit machine and dropping scores like cash. Bring a red sun like I'm from Japan. I go off the rails, I'm causing tracks. I be on your tails, I best watch your back. Like a coffin nail to go knock 'em flat. I'm conducting trains like I'm top 'em hats. Shut it down a two strike. We gonna clips like songs that moonlight. We write the script like rolling you dice. 2 times like using blazing two strike. Look at my gold stars are too nice. Way that I mold bars of pure light. I've got a bold heart, I got a whole fast. See the pole dance like my 10 big rounds with a gap in my chest. And I act like the best cause I am, bitch. I bring lights to the shadow of the
Is that what it was? Omniverse? That was the one with the anime style rebooted, the anime style changed, but the story was still continuing. It threw me off for a bit, and I watched a few episodes of it, which it was still good, but I don't know why. I don't know why I stopped watching it. Yeah, I can't remember why I stopped watching it. Fuck the reboot though. We don't talk about reboot. Yeah, no. I saw some clips on YouTube, and I was like, the hell is this? I was like, why would they do this? I was like, Ben 10 was fine the way it was. Oh no, not the donut, man. I love Rengoku. Oh my god. Freaking Mugen Train, man. That was, that movie had me in tears. I've said this 100 times, and I will say it until these damn movies get a release date. I cannot wait for the, Infinity Castle arc. Like I said, I have not read the manga, so I'm totally going into it completely blind when these movies come out. So, but I just can't wait. I know it's gonna be crazy what's supposed to be happening in this final arc. But no, I love Rengoku, and what happened to him was just, literally, I was crying at the end of the movie. I saw it in theaters. They did Ben 10 with Gravity Falls art style. Is that what it looked like? I don't remember. I'll have to look that up again.
They gon' say that my track in a minute like it's after effects I do damage. 86 with my magical breath when it battle the left doing cantrips.
Lutero.
breathing that ozone off the mist, I'm about to lose it. He missed cause he don't aim me, looking tight cause I feel ruthless. Act like I'm a fruit cause my machismo incongruent. Pussy just know if you try me then I'm still gon' fucking do it. PTSD, I'm stuck in the mist about it, them cold sweats never leave. Pray I'll crash, so what I'm reaping now, no, I always got death in me. Chop expensive, I bought it to steal your soul.
When you find out how young he is, and apparently how nasty he is with a sword, it's like, oh my god. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be like a couple of years younger than Tanjiro. And yet he, after, what was it, like 2 months of him joining the Demon Slayer Corps, he rose up to be a HASHIRA. And he's like one of the top two. Like, people kept, like, alluding that, like, no, he is nasty. Is he the one with the dementia? Not really dementia. That he can't. I haven't watched the show, so I don't know much. Um, Basically, he kind of like walks around in a fog because he lost his memories due to a traumatic event. That happened in his past. So, so he's kind of just like, huh, in his own little world, just he'll look up at the cloud where everyone else is having like a serious conversation. And he's like, that looks like a bird. And then he'll like name a specific bird. And you're like, what the hell? But yeah, no. Apparently he is disgusting when it comes with a sword. Like, oh my god. And have you seen, God, what arc was it? It's the Swordsmith Village arc. That's where he really shines when you see his skills. You're like, what is this? Like, what? Yeah, no. Luchiro, at first I didn't like him because of how, like, kind of non-nonchalant and rude he was. But when you hear about his backstory, it's kind of how you are with a lot of them. I mean, kind of. But when you learn about his backstory, you're just like, oh my god. And even when you find out how young he is. Yeah, and he's like super forgetful. He'll forget things. Like, you'll tell him something, and he'll be like, wait, what was it? What happened? What were we doing? Protect the poor baby. I was blanking on her name. What is her name? Kanroji. What's her first name? Mitsuri Kanroji. There we go. I was like, why was I blanking on her name? It's like at the tip of my tongue. Now oh my god, I love her. I love her like, I liked, when I first saw her, I don't like how Mitsuri's entire identity is finding a husband. Like, what the fuck? I mean, that is kind of off, especially since kind of everyone else kind of had like tragic backstories and why they became a demon slayer. And hers, in a way, I guess I kind of get it because people looked down on her, said she wasn't really. Cause you gotta think about it. This is like 1800s, I think. This is supposed to be taking place of, and the fact that she's so strong and like she's stronger than an average woman. Her hair color changed. That at that time, during that time, they were like, no, women have to be frail and delicate and need to be protected. So I guess in the way that she's trying to find someone who is one stronger than her, so that way she, I guess, could kind of in a way fit that role, but also find someone who will accept her for her strength and whatnot. But her sword is sick. That is like oh my god, the fact that it's a whip and she's able to move it around like that, like her fight scene was nuts. Oh, she likes the snake dude, right? I forgot. Yeah, you could definitely tell there's a romance going on between them. You like the blind. Oh, what was his name? Kimio Himajima. Yeah, no, he is nasty. Especially when you saw what he did in the last episode of the HASHIRA training arc, you could definitely see. Yeah, that's his name. What he did at the end of that arc, oh my god, now you can see why he is like the top Hashira. Cause what the hell? Who is this? Oh, Tomioka! I love Tomioka too.
Man, I'm way too wavy. Put demons down in the ground when I water the corpse. I'll be raising daisies after my break, giving pain like pastry. In a way, you'll take me. 2-ton drip in the blade, work crazy. Black blue steel and sheet on the scene to the sea, but I ain't with Navy.
Oh my god, yes. Wait, who? Himajima or Tomioka? I mean, everyone's backstory is just tragic, except for Kanroji's. Hers is kind of sad, but it's not like just straight up just tragic. Mm. But like, if you're talking about the stone, that's what he is. The stone Hashira. Oh my god, no, his was fucked up. Like, his was really messed up. Like the fact that he did all that and then got blamed, and like, and then you kind of saw something. I'm not gonna say, cause I think it might be a spoil. Like the fact that he just punched a demon to death. That's like, damn, right? He didn't fight with no sword, no weapons. The fact that he killed the demon with his bare hands is like to show that man is nasty, just nasty. And when he fights with his, he doesn't even fight with a sword. No, the kid, no, the little girl that said that he did it. That I'm not, um, that I'm not blaming for her for that. I'm blaming someone else. Which, if you saw the scene, I'm not gonna spoil for anyone who hasn't seen it. Yeah, or seen that part. But you could definitely tell something happened that led to that event happening. And when you see the person, you're like, wait a minute. Haven't I seen you before? And I think that person's supposed to play a very big part in the uh yeah. But I don't know, I wanna go too into it. I forget his name too. But yeah.
Get him drawn a quarter, so I separate bodies like the Panama Canal. Torches more, but get him waterboarded till the sun comes up when your stamina's run out. You're in deep with a deep blue, so far gone that a mariner could drown wet up a chest, make a demon's t-shirt see-through bet that the cameras come
Forgot his name. No, I forgot his name too. I know what he looks like, but I don't remember his name either.
MC isn't gonna pass me up. Beating me? Seriously, you're joking, mate. You got me cracking up. If you overstay upon the ocean waves, I bring the cracking up. Plugged in with the cryptic deck, got a stake of the
Now, for him, what's his name again? Obanai. There we go. Oh yeah, Obanai. Anime-wise, we don't know his backstory. We don't know why he wears the bandages, why he has the snake, which I don't want to know yet, because I'm sure that'll be revealed in the movie. But yeah. Plus, he's nasty too. When you saw the beginning of the Hashira training arc with him and Sanami, that's his name? Sanami, yeah. I do know I spoiled myself a lot. Oh, I tried not to, but you know how the internet is. You look up one thing and you end up getting spoiled. You're like, son of a. I guess it kind of works with me, but that I sometimes will forget months later. But if something like this, I probably will remember, so I don't want any spoilers. That's why I'm kind of glad I forgot the dude's name, because I'm just like I know what he looked like, and I'm just like, I didn't like Hugh from the beginning. But I'm just like, I don't remember his name. Did they say it in the anime? Maybe they said it once, but then that was it. I was just like, F him. Oh yeah, and his sword is sick. Like, what is that? Like, I love how the Hashira's blades, a lot of them are really different. Like, his is different. Who else was different? No, Rengoku's was the same. Just the design was cool. Same with Muchiro's. It was just like a light tilted blue, which is really pretty. Kanroji, hers is different from an average sword. No, Tomioka's, his is the same. His is a regular sword, just colored. Oh, Tengen, yes. He uses very unique swords. Sanami, no. His is like a straight up sword. Yeah, he has chain blade, which was crazy. It's like, what? And they have like a little cut in the middle of them. So it's really cool. Who else? No, Sanami, his sword is like basic. Just as like it's green to look like wind. Oh, Shinobu's sword is definitely unique. I love her. But she was the first character I was just like, ooh, I like her. Hirojima, yeah, his is different because he fights with he doesn't even have a sword. Man fights with a chain and a axe, and then like like malice at the end. It's like what? And then Tengen. But yeah, let's continue.
She's sitting upon it regardless, riding without no harness. Baby in pink and braless, Dolphin goes for the cobra and knows how to charm it. These bitches have been synthetic, but I hid it inside of get the skin, trying to kill courtesy beneath that he was been embedded right round.
Like I said, we don't know his backstory. At beginning I didn't really like him because of how rude and mean he was, like the Tanjiro, and how quick he was to, even after the master was just like, no, she's fine. He was still going to not a HASHIRA, but Inosuke swords are cool. His is cool, but it's funny how he chips his sword. When he did it in the first season and his sword master got so angry, was ready to kill him. It was so funny because his swords are, comes out the way it is. But he does that to make them all chip and jagged like that. It's so funny.
That sound like a kick fetish, getting rip shredded like a gym head is fucking impressive. Look at him like a fucking I'll just charge as it go like sim credit. Better bring better get popped in your top fucking ring. Big better side flipping neck. He's pissed the bed. Brick left line in the wet patch. Misdirect, disconnect. I advise that you head back. Now you want your head back. Tried this tech but his breast stack. Now you're all out of time like Jim.
But I do like that he has two different color eyes. Maybe that'll be explained too once we learn about his backstory. But I did think that was interesting. I was like, ooh, he has two different color eyes.
If you enter this pit with me, it's a death trap. Move as the wind if I catch him, I clip in the mission, my final deliverance. Light as a feather, I move uninhibited. Blinking, you miss it, potential is limitless. Cut through a syndicate, skill with a green beam. Ruins out, I can't ever be seen.
Edochromia. Okay, yeah. I was like, what's it called again? I remember watching another anime and they said it. But I was just like, what's it called? But yeah, that's what it was.
You ain't making the A, B, or C team. Little bro, demon when you hit him with a chop. You hear pop, pop, or you see a nigga drop. I seen a lot, so I ain't never gonna stop till the bloodshed of the undead get a clock. I can tend to be impulsive and push it, the culprit, and run upon a nigga with a full clip and pull it. In my penetrator box, no protection. Yes, test him. I'm a savage with a weapon. They hit perfection. It's a blessing if I bleed him. As if he's sneezing. Wipe his nose if I bless you. He's preaching. I leave him holy on the slab, but this is not at all. You know this has
Genya? I think that's his name? Yeah, no, Genya's like what he did in the Swordsmith Village arc. Yeah, that was nuts. And whatever else is supposed to happen, because he got trapped. I mean, all the Demon Slayers got sent to the... Yeah, I guess his name is... I think that's his name. Unless I'm thinking about someone else. I think his name is Genya.
All of his body's death faded. I guarantee that all of my opposites are overrated. They're scarring from a face, from a waist, and then never fading away until all my enemies die. My blade is faded.
Shinobu! Okay, sounds great. I love Shinobu. Everyone been using ring swords and stuff, and my name pulls up with a blick. Right? Right. Everyone else is fighting with a sword. Someone, I forgot who it was. Someone did like a what's the word? Commentary about that whole arc and how everyone else is fighting with swords and whatnot. And when they were fighting the demon that popped up in the Swordsmith Village, they kind of made a joke, and it was like, wait, did he just pull up with a blick? It was so funny.
Hurting alone after he cheated his death. The giant soldier of stone, but he can't be on defense. He had to work till he's grown, put in his team through the test. Until the myth of Sisyphus is just how we get in reps. Blind man, but the world's transparent. Been in war since he was orphaned. And my learned fan perished when they died. Heard the wails, melt the cries as they flail. So I turned it to a weapon when it's time to impale. To remind of the tale of a kind that they slayed. I could die any night, so I can't be afraid. As I spark on my mark and my heart starts to break. I know me and moves on, share a fade as a fader.
Like, he is just so cool, and the fact that he's such a kind, sweet-hearted person, it's just like, what happened to you should not have happened. That was fucked up. That was so messed up. Hanging. Someone who I used to work with, we were watch. This was around the time this arc was coming out, and it explains why he's so emotional. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean after all that, you would be emotional too. Here, but I had a coworker. We were kind of bonded because we were watching. We both watch anime, and this pardon me, this arc was coming out at the time, and then we were kind of talking about, oh, which Hashira is your favorite? And she was like, oh, she loved Tengen, so she was real happy that the upcoming season was gonna focus with him, like joining in with the group. Whoops. Training for storm breathing needs a lot of willpower, which makes your emotions are kind of irregular in a way. Really? Do. Oh no, that was sick. When he got back up, defended Tanjiro, um, stopped him from being attacked by. You know what? Before we get to your Benten, I want to look that up real quick because that was a sick scene. Hold on. Demon Slayer. Oopsie, that's not how you spell Slayer. There. Entertainment District Arc Fight. When you see him pop up, you're like, yeah, oh, he's alive. And then when you see him, you're like, holy shit, he's fighting with one hand. Oh, here it is. I found it. Aoi Todo and Tengen. Todo? Who's that? I'm blanking right now. Hold on. Oh, yeah, no, he is the kind of almost kind of like All Might thing he did in season 2. That was nuts. Let me block that. Yeah, from JJK. I just looked him up. I just looked up his name real quick. I was like, who? That's not the scene I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. I just want to get straight to it. Clap and switch places. Yep. So, alright, I brought it up. We just gotta watch this real quick. And then we'll jump to the Ben 10 one. Here we go.
He's recovered from the poison! Damn it! I almost had him there! Don't give...
Look, like, that was... What? Hold on, go back. Damn it, let me see if I can pause it at the right time. And actually just noticed this, because look at that. So he gets up, he got it in his mouth, he got one in his mouth, he's using his other hand for that, and then I just noticed this. The bleeding hasn't stopped, so he's doing all this, and he's still bleeding from the hand that got cut off. That is crazy. It's about that I don't like Gojo, because he's so fangirled over. I mean, I guess. For a guy, I do get that. But you do gotta admit, like, his powers are cracked. That's kind of why they had to, like, seal him away. Like, I actually didn't even notice this. So the fact that I did this, and I'm like, wait, holy shit, that's right. It wasn't even like he stopped the bleeding, kind of. I mean, I guess he used his breathing to kind of stop the bleeding. No, he did it to, like, stop his heart, but not the bleeding. So he's doing all this, and he's still bleeding from the hand that got cut off. That is nuts. And the fact that he just jumped in and he was just like, mind you, this man is poisoned, lost his hand, he's close to dying, and he's just like, yeah, let's do this. I'm ready to go. Round 2. The sibling story is sad too. Sibling story? Oh, Gyutaro and Daki. Oh no, that was sad. Because Cause I know a lot of people had the same thing. We think this whole season, we see them, we're just like, man, f these two. Like, I don't care what kind of backstory they had, and then you saw, you're like, fuck, like, oh man, like now I can't even feel bad. Like I can't hate them because it's like they got fucked over like heavily, and for like the good majority of their lives. So it was just like, man, you can't even hate them because that was fucked up. But yeah, no. One-handed. Yo, this scene broke the internet when they did this. And then let's continue.
Right now, but that's not enough to beat him.
That broke. Then he gets stabbed. Then that like, and then what happened to Taunt? Like, what the fuck? This whole part was just nuts. And then freaking, I forgot about this. Then he just dragging her. No, they did. Oh, I didn't show when Tanjiro's mark went nuts. Ah, well, that's fine. But yeah, no. That whole scene, like, it's funny how almost every single arc has, like, this huge scene. Has, like, a scene that just blows up the internet. For the Entertainment District, it was that final fight with Gyutaro and Daki versus everyone. Season 1 was, I want to say, episode 19? When Tanjiro first used the Hito Kami Kagura. What was a good scene in? No, Mugen Train was the final fight with Rengoku and Akaza.